In this video, I'm going to show you how you guys can dual boot Windows 10 and Chrome OS with Play Store support. So let's get started. So first, you guys need to open up the website called FydeOS.io. So if you guys don't know what is FydeOS, this is based on Linux. You can also call this as a Chrome OS as well as the Android OS. You can also use this operating system as cloud-based or simply as locally, which is very good. If you guys use Chrome OS, then you need to be online always. But with this FydeOS, you have the ability to stay offline. It have a Play Store support. You can install any kind of APK in your FydeOS. And yeah, it have a Linux as well. So let's download this. You can click on here to download, and you can click on FydeOS for PC. Or if you guys want to install this on VMware, then you can click on VMware. I have PC with Intel processor and HD graphics, which is pretty damn old. So I will go with 3rd gen Intel processor. If you have the AMD style, then you need to go ahead and click on this 3rd button. Or if you have the modern computers with 9th gen, then you can go to 2nd. Alright guys, so I have an old computer with 3rd gen, so I'm just going to click on first link. Now from here, you guys will need to download this. Click on download, and it should download you the image file. As you guys can see, there is a 1 because I have already downloaded this. Let me show you the downloaded file I have. So this is the downloaded file that I have. And next thing is that you need to download Balena Etcher. You can go to balena.io and download this for your Windows. All right, just click there and download. And now let's install this. All right, click on I agree, and this should be installing. Please wait. And there we go. And then you need to make a bootable device. Now you guys need to hook your USB drive. At least you need to have 8 GB. All right, I'm installing. You can flash from the file, but before you flash the file, you can see it have the .xjet. This is the compressed file, so you will need to extract this. So to extract this, you can use WinRAR or 7-zip. I will recommend you guys to use the 7-zip since it's open source. It's free to download as well. So you can see, you can download this, install 7-zip on your computer. We have installed 7-zip. Extract this file by right clicking and so more, and you will see 7-zip option over here. Now click on extract files and click on OK. And as you guys can see that we have folder extracted on here, which is around 6 GB. Now it have extracted us the img file. You can now flash the file from here. Select this folder and select the img and click on open. Alright guys, so now select the USB drive and then simply click on flash, and this will take around 5 minutes so far, and this depends on your write speed of your USB. So alright, you can see that we have flash complete. So it's time to move on to my old computer. So let's go. Alright guys, this is my old potato computer. You can see that. You can see this is an MSI laptop. And it's an i3 core inside. It's MSI CR43CM. So let's go ahead and install the dual boot with Windows 10 in this computer. But before we go, we also need to create the partition, but I have already created a partition. I was not able to capture since I have forgot recording this video. Sorry about that. To create a partition, I'm going to show you how to do that. Type here disk partition and you will see create and format hard disk partitions. You need to click here. You will see something like this. So I have already shrink this volume to 48 gig. It's around like 50 gig I have given. So you can shrink this volume just like this. And in this value, you can see it's saying enter the amount of space to shrink. If you don't know how much MB or GB it is, I would recommend you to go on Google. So in Google, you need to type here is GB to MB. All right. Just type here GB to MB, and you need to put whatever amount that you want to sort out the space. So let's say you want to give this like a 50 gigabyte. Then this is the amount that you want to copy and paste it over here. This should extract the 50 gigabyte storage just like I have done over here. So I have already done this, so I won't be able to do this again and again since I don't have a multiple hard drive. Alright, so I'm shutting down the computer and I'm going to plug this USB drive. Now I'm going to plug this USB in this computer. You guys need to load up the BIOS. Alright, so let's open up the boot BIOS menu. You can tap on Dell key on MSI. If you guys are in other laptop, then you will need to Google it out on how to get on the BIOS. Next is you need to go to security tab and you need to scroll down until you find secure boot menu. Make sure this is disabled. If this is enabled, this will not work on your device and it will not let you install Chrome OS Flex. Do that, alright. Make sure to disable this. Also make sure that you need to put this on UEFI or it won't work. All right, so I have used UEFI with CSM, so it's fine. So you can also use like UEFI only. All right, so I'm going to use UEFI with CSM. Now I'm going to save, change and reset this and click on yes. Alright guys, I'm going to bring the boot selection menu here. So this is the boot selection menu. Now we need to choose here USB drive, which is UEFI generic flash drive, partition 12. Now you might ask me how there is refined boot manager. Since the refined boot manager is from FydeOS, so the refined boot manager is here because I have installed the Chrome OS earlier. I have also deleted that, so now it's over here as it is, but it won't work if I choose this. Now I'm going to choose USB drive and boot this up. So tap on enter. Now you will see here a blank for around 5 minutes so far, depending on your USB drive speed. Alright, now the FydeOS has been shown up. So this took me around like 1 minute so far. Alright, the FydeOS logo has been vanished. And let's see something is going on online. Alright guys, so it just boot up widescreen. And my camera is not able to focus it out. So just select this as a default and press on OK. And then click on Get Start. Click on Install FydeOS, then click on Next. So as we are installing dual boot, you need to click here on multi-boot option or installation, and then click on Next. Choosing this menu is really slow. As you guys can see, it's loading up still. So in this menu, you need to be patient because sometimes it doesn't show you. So just wait for at least like a minute and it should show you the drive just like this. So I'm going to select 48 gigabyte and my EFI partition is over here. So you don't need to create a EFI partition. It will use the Windows EFI partition. And next thing, you need to click here. You don't need to click anything over here below here. Just click recommended and install. Now this installation might take as long as 20 minutes. Now as you guys can see that we have completed the installation. Now shut down by clicking on this button. As you guys can see that shutting down. So guys, note that you should not be unplugging the USB. I have stick the USB right here and my computer is not fully shut down right now. Alright guys, so my laptop is fully shut down and I'm unplugging my USB, as you guys can see that. So let's turn on this computer. Alright, so if you guys didn't see the refined boot manager, you need to go to BIOS as well. Okay, so I'm going to restart my computer and I'm going to show you how to do that. So go to BIOS first. Alright, so let's go to BIOS. You need to go to boot, this option. All right, you need to go to UEFI boot priorities. All right, so you need to go to this one, which is hard disk BBS priorities. It should be like boot priority on your screen, so you need to find that. All right, or this will be like change boot order, and from here you will be able to find boot options. To launch the Chrome OS Flex or the FydeOS, you need to use refined boot manager. So if you guys use the Windows boot manager, it won't work and you won't be able to load up the Flex OS. So you need to choose here a refined boot manager at boot option 1. All right, and then once you guys are done, you need to save this out and change reset and click on yes. So now after you do that, you will be able to see refined boot manager, and from here you need to choose FydeOS and tap on enter. Now it's time to create a account. Now you can see how fast this will boot, as you guys can see that. So you need to click in OK, and you can also check that sound. So get started. Now you need to choose your wireless. All right, so I'm going to connect my Wi-Fi and it should load you up. Now it's showing me Chinese. All right, it's translate to English and accept and continue. Now FydeOS will ask you to create an account. So if you want to create an account and use this like a Chrome OS, then you need to create an account on your FydeOS. All right, but still, if you don't want to use create the account, you can simply click here on use local account. There is the local account. I just want to use this just like Windows. So right now I'm going to use this as a local account. Choose that, and you need to type here your username and password. You can simply put any password, any random password you want to. Click on next, and you guys are done. So you can uncheck this and get started. And there you go. You have installed FydeOS successfully on a laptop, and now you are able to launch Windows 10 and FydeOS at once. Let me show you how you guys can install Play Store. And also you can see that we have activated the Android subsystem itself. So the FydeOS, it automatically activated the Android subsystem on your FydeOS. Here we go. We have an Android. It's just look like this, and you can click on I agree and launch this. And this is how it should look like your Android OS. Alright guys, so let me show you the preference here. The Android OS is about 9, which is Pi, obviously. All right, so let's close this. Now let's install Play Store. You can install APK right now, but if you want to install Play Store, you need to go to Store here and search for G Apps. So you guys will need to install this application from Store and add to FydeOS and install this. And click on Add App. All right, so click on G Apps or open up the G Apps and click on I agree. Click on Next and click on Next and click on Install and click on OK. If somehow you want to activate the Linux, you need to go to setting once again and type here or search for Linux. So you can turn on this. You can just click and turn on and click on next. It's recommended as a 10 gigabyte and click on install. We're installing right now the Linux and G Apps. All right, so we have installed Linux, but still G Apps is stuck over here. I don't know what is going on. You can check the log as well. Yes, it's installing right here. It's 70% and it's installing. All right, let it install and you can see we can do sudo apt update and it's working. You can see that. Okay, so we have updated the Linux terminal here and still it's going on 20%. All right, so it's been done. Now you need to reboot this because to log in, you need to reboot this. All right, let's reboot this now. Now the Play Store will automatically add over here. Okay, as you guys can see that the Play Store has been added on our FydeOS. Now you can launch Play Store and you can sign in your Gmail ID here. All right, so let's agree. So there you go. Now let's try to install something like games maybe. Okay, where are we? Are we in the water? All right, now. Okay, so far so good. The keyboard is working and the mouse is working as well. You can see that pretty much I'm not using touchpad. I'm using mouse. You can see this. As you guys can see, the mouse is working and I'm moving the keyboard right now. There we go. All right, so that's it guys. So we are not playing game for a long time. Well, so that's it. Let's try to launch the Windows at last. I'm going to restart this. Okay, so let's go to Windows and there we go. Windows is booting up. So Windows is working perfectly fine. So as I told you, I have a bad CPU and RAM management. So we can see that's it guys. This is how you guys can dual boot Chrome OS, Flex, or FydeOS with Windows 10. If you have any question, let me know in the comments. If you guys like this video, then drop a like or nuke this video with like. So thanks so much for watching and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.